Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So pretty much today's video we're gonna pick up whatever we left off yesterday. Right, so pretty much recap from last video, we did the crank pulley from the 1J and also a new crankshaft bolt. Installed it back the serpentine belt pulley. So pretty much here I painted the belt tensioner and also I painted the cover. The top cover I want to do another color. Here's the belt. I wanted to paint the cams, but since it's a VVTI motor and the cam is going to be covered, I'm just going to leave it as it is. So pretty much today we're going to be installing the power steering pump. I've already got another one from the JDM depot. I can't tell that it's bad from out here, but maybe internally it's bad, so you know, let's just replace it anyway. And also yesterday I forgot to mention I did the VVTI solenoid. Here's the new belt and this thing is looking fire. We're gonna try to put everything back in, like the cover and everything, because after that I'm pretty sure the motor is ready to come out so we could service the clutch. So today we're gonna be working on some of the electrical stuff. The fuse panel is almost done. This thing is looking very good. Look at it. Damn, legit. I already transferred a whole bunch of stuff from the old fuse box to the new fuse panel. It's pretty straightforward. Everything was just plug and play. You just gotta make sure which wire to delete and which wire to transfer and whatnot. I'm gonna show you guys in a minute. So pretty much here the power steering pump I think is the easiest to replace after all of this that I have done. So pretty much we need a 17mm impact just to release the pulley. So we're just gonna go 1, 2, and it's out. And we're just gonna pull this out and the pulley is out. I'm gonna replace this pulley because this pulley is kind of bent. I don't know from what, but it seems off for me, so I'm gonna replace this. And then from there you're gonna need two 14mm impact sockets that holds the bottom. It's 2 bolts that holds the bottom, and it should come out easily. So we got a 14. This is probably like a 5-minute job, you know. It's just very simple. So 1, 2, out, out. There you go. So pretty much from here, you know, just jiggle it up and down and this thing should be out easy. So time to put the other one back in. So the same way how this thing came out, the same way how it's gonna go in. So where's the 2? So this 2 is gonna sit right over here. Okay. Easy breezy. Put the bolts back in. Same thing, use your 14mm impact. That's it. This is pretty much the Bosch, guys. If you guys are messing up with cars, race cars, drift cars, drag cars, anything, motorcycle, whatever, if you don't have this gun, you guys are missing out. This thing will pretty much unbolt everything you guys want, and also will tighten up everything that you guys want. I'm going to put the link in the description. Make sure that you check it out. Hey, you never know, you might need one. I'm not gonna be putting the pulley yet because, as I just mentioned, the pulley is kind of damaged. I don't know from where, but yeah, the pulley have to be replaced. Just laying some paint here on the cover. Try to make it a little cleaner before I put it in. thing is looking pretty. Alright, so pretty much here I want to give you guys a breakdown of what is going on with this fuse panel and also what is happening with the old fuse block. So pretty much what we got here, I'm gonna go by step. Here, this is our 75 amp fuse, right? We have our 75 amp fuse over here. So the fuse blocks sit like this. Pretty much the outer wire, which is this one, this is the input that go from the alternator and has two wire attached to the I think it's the headlights. Okay, and this is pretty much is the output of the alternator that's go into the chassis harness, which is this over here that I put in. Okay, so basically is what I'm doing over here is I'm just transferring everything from this block to the fuse panel. So here's the alternator in. I'm gonna bring that from outside. I'm gonna put it up here, and also from over here I have it attached over here on the output side, right? So pretty much this wire over here, this red one over here, is the 4-gauge wire. This one will trigger the fuse box and all the relay and stuff. Okay, and by the other side I have the engine harness. I believe that this one that was sitting over here, right, is going into the big fuse block by the kick panel. So pretty much now I'm going to explain to you how I wired the 30 amp ignition switch fuse. Okay, pretty much like I said, this is how the fuse block sits. Alright, so this fuse was actually having two constant power. One's was in and one's was out. So this is, I believe this is pre-ignition. Okay, so this fuse has power before you turn key on. Okay, so basically this was coming from the alternator like this. I just cut this, you know, and the other one was over here. Okay, now what I'm doing over here, I did the same thing. I loomed this wire pretty nice, right, and I put it over here with my 30 amp fuse. Now I'm not gonna have any pre-ignition power, okay, because I'm gonna be adding a switch. Where's the switch? God damn it. Alright, this is the switch that I'm gonna be adding. Alright, somewhere on the dashboard. Okay, and this wire is gonna be wired up to this switch over here, and then from the other side of the switch, this one is gonna go direct to the battery. So once I turn this on, right, from the battery is gonna provide all the power to the fuse panel and all the electrical stuff that we need. As meaning if something happened on the track, okay, now God forbid. Now you're gonna turn this off. Once you turn this off, the whole thing is gonna be shut off. There's gonna be no constant power. Alright, so I'm gonna show you how did I wire the headlights, okay? So it was two 15 amp fuses in here, which is this two over here, which is left hand high lamp and also right hand high lamp. The two 15 amp fuses, right? Now this two wire here was pre-ignition. These were basically constant power direct from the battery. Now this two white wire over here, okay, let's go under the fuses. Okay, this was actually wired up into, I don't know if you guys remember, but into one of these white wire as a constant power. Okay, now with that constant power you'll be able to turn your lights on and off without having the car on. So I deleted all this, and these two wires, okay, one is a solid red and also one is a red and white. Okay, I put them together, right, I wire loomed it very nice over here, and I gave it a 30 amp fuse. Right, so let's go with the 25 amp fuse, which is this one over here, and the 1, 2, 3, 4 on the box from the left hand side. This is the RET-MTR. This is basically control the headlights to retract and protract. So you know, like your headlight go up and down. So this is basically, I'm gonna cut this now, right? And I'm gonna give it a 25 amp fuse. Again, all this over here, this little gray bracket over here that you guys can see, this is all linked together from constant power. Alright, so one thing that I have to figure out is what to do with this one. This is a relay for the 30 amp fuse. This is the anti-skid and con fan. I don't think we're running any of that because this wasn't there since I got the car. So I think I'm just gonna delete that, and you know, we don't need it. Alright, so pretty much what I'm gonna start doing now is I'm gonna start making wires shorter since everything is organized. I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna make them shorter. I'm gonna hide this right in here. You know, it's gonna sit in there forever. So, and this one as well. This is, I think this is for the fuel pump. But this, I think this is the relay from the fuel pump. I'm pretty sure. Man, it's just so much. This is the power window. I don't think I need this. I never had power window in my car, so I just delete that. And then that's pretty much. Alright, so pretty much I'm gonna give you guys a breakdown of what I have done over here. It's been many hours later. This thing is a big project, especially if you want to transfer everything to the fuse panel. I've been cutting a lot of stuff that I didn't need, but still, you know, it's taking a lot of time. For example, like over here, this is the relay for the headlights, Pro Track and Read Track. I shorted this this whole bunch of wires over here, and also I created a loom over here that was connected to over here to the fuse panel with a 25 amp fuse. And also here, this is the fuel pump stuff, and also the fuel pump had a 25 amp fuse. I loomed that over here. I put a 30 on it because I didn't have 25, but I'm gonna get a 25. I'm gonna put a 25 on it. This is still fuel pump stuff. This is the EGI stuff, EGI pump, EGI relay. You know, I shorten all these wires, right? Try to make everything cleaner. It's a lot, man. I just deleted this whole thing here. Took out a whole bunch of things that I didn't need. This is pretty much garbage now. What we're gonna be dealing with is this fuse panel now. And also I deleted a whole bunch of stuff. For example, this plug over here, I still gotta work on these wires over here, but this basically is, this is for the reverse light. So I cut all those wires that I didn't need. I still gotta pin this out. How do I know if I need this wire? So it's pretty simple. This is the connector from my wiring harness specialties. I just traced it, you know, these two wires. There is no more connection in there. There's no more connectors in there. So I basically pinned it out over here. The only wires that you need is the solid green and also the green and white stripe. That's for the reverse light. So that's actually this go on here, and we got reverse light. I still gotta fix all this, but it's still in the process. I sorted out a lot of stuff. It definitely looks a lot cleaner. I still gotta work on this. This is actually the headlight that I'm gonna be extending, and this one, this is the actually the passenger side headlights. So there's a lot. You know, this is the plug. This is the starter plug, right? I made it shorter. I was about to loom it, but you know, it's gonna go. This everything is gonna go under the dash. What is gonna show is all this stuff over here, and then that's pretty much it. It looks really good though.
And I'm feeling